What's up, guys? Today we're starting my new series of teaching people how to create decent gameplay in Geometry Dash. So, let's start, shall we? Our first lesson is blocks. First of all, I just have to get some. Let's just choose. What should we choose? This one. This one is that good. No. Ooh, let's just use this song. Monkey spinning monkeys. Yep, perfect. Okay, so first thing is let's learn about this object right here. So that's how high a cube can jump. That X stands for death. But a cube can jump that high, so we can make something that looks like this. So, and you could also use these blocks for a little bit decent decoration. So look, so this is what we have so far, but what about this? This is the preventer. See that red right there? Those are the spike hit boxes, and the blue is the block hit boxes. Yep, so we have some pretty good gameplay so far. And this is an orb. You can jump in the air with it. See that? Let's try making something cool out of it. See? And so you don't do that little jump, let's add some spikes. So, and also a block here just for the fun. And also you might also want a pad. A pad boosts you high into the air with tons of force. So, how about let's introduce a new game mode, shall we? We're introducing the ship game mode. Round of applause moment. So we just jump, and there we are in the ship. I'm just gonna move this window a little higher. So, this is our gameplay. But how do you control the ship? You will probably ask. So you hold down the button to control it. Always give some. It matters what difficulty you're making. If you're making an easy level, give the new player some time to mess around with their newfound game mode. And maybe add some click indicators. We're gonna go right there, up, and this is the undo button. So click indicators show you where to click. Maybe where I'm clicking right here. And now you have a good level. And then maybe use the click indicators to guide you through the level, because we don't want you messing up a lot. We don't want the new players messing up. So maybe add some of this, something that looks like this. It's some pretty good gameplay. Oops, that's OBS. And that's my computer. Okay, so something like this maybe might improve your skills at creating. So now you can follow this trusty path. Let's see how it looks so far. That's good. And for a warn, and if you want to make your level look a little harder than it actually is, maybe add some spikes like this. I promise it will help. So you click, and then that a little too easy? Well, let's add something called difficulty. Difficulty is when things aren't easy. So, let's see how this looks. And it's okay if you don't exactly follow where the indicators are, because sometimes it's okay to go on your own path. Right? Yep, exactly. So, and also use playtest mode, which is this button right here, to playtest your level. That's how I'm using my indicator. That's how I'm gonna make my indicators show. You don't have to spam your level with indicators, but it's good to have them occasionally. I'm just doing some more play testing. And make sure your level feels satisfying to play. If you don't have a satisfying level, not many people will enjoy it. And we want enjoyable gameplay here. Not some bad gameplay that nobody's gonna like. Oops, sorry about that. And there we go. That's some decent gameplay. And also, it's always good to change up your game mode a little bit. But make sure there's no swag routes in your level. Swag routes are routes that let you get through spaces unintentionally. So maybe make your structure a little more swag route proof. Yes, Bud knows all about it. So, I swag route proofed my level. Let's see, is there any other swag routes that I can take? And also, make your level look a little nice by maybe adding your portal to be a little rotated. Let's see. That's a little bug in the level. Let's fix that up. Nobody's going to be able to go through there without hacks. So, yeah. Looks like pretty good gameplay. And then, do not make random difficulty spikes in this level. I'm showing you what it feels like if you add a random difficulty spike. I'm pretty good at this game, so I might be able to make this actually. But see, at the end, that would make someone probably very angry. So maybe ease it out a little. But just make sure to not make your gameplay way too easy. I'm going to show you what easy gameplay looks like. This is what way too easy gameplay looks like. First of all, we might want to add a slope. This is a big no-no when it comes to level designing. Up this little thing. This is a big no. You do not want your level to just pretty much be automatic. Your goal is to make some decent gameplay for a level, don't you? And in the next lesson, I'll teach you how to. I'll probably teach you how to use some more complex blocks, like maybe some different varieties of orbs and some different game modes. So, and always end your level with a nice little ending section. So maybe you might want to add just a little to make it a little tense. Make a lot of spikes so it looks kind of scary for the end, because you always want because you want it to feel more tense. Let's see how this looks. Sorry about the lag. So, that's a pretty good start to our level. That's a pretty good start. So, yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. So, and just make sure to not make your level too easy like this. Don't make your level way too easy. This is what way too easy looks like. Make sure there's always fun gameplay going on. If it's just like that for the whole level, people won't be inclined to go through the rest. So, and and when you hit pause, look at the level's length. You want to aim for about a minute. You want to aim for about a minute because that's the average level length. And don't go anywhere above like 3 minutes because after that the level starts feeling long and boring. And saws are a perfect way to add a little more detail to your level. Like this. It makes it a teeny bit harder, but it's not gonna kill anybody in this level. Yeah, see, it's almost impossible to die there. So maybe replace some of your spikes with a saw. It makes the level look pretty good while you're creating. So, and also don't make repetitive gameplay like I just did. Maybe do a little something like bum. Make sure to make it kind of easier for aiming towards an easy level. Right now I'm aiming towards like a mid difficulty. So this is some pretty good gameplay for a mid difficulty. And make sure to always add the indicators. Those indicators are going to be players' best friends when it comes to trying to beat levels. So this is episode 1 of how to make a good level in Geometry Dash. We are not going to be focusing on deco, and I'm just going to add some finishing touches to make this level look a little nicer and a little more difficult to match the difficulty. Make sure to get people to play test it so they can see if it's actually fun, because you might know what they're doing, what the level has up ahead for you, but they sure don't know. And please don't add any blind clicks like this. This is a big no-no. This is a huge no-no. Nobody wants this. Literally nobody. So, that is episode 1 of how to create a good level. Every episode will kind of improve the level a little bit and add more to length to make this a full, nice layout. See you in the next one.